Asus first unveiled the mid-range Zenfone range of smartphones in 2014, and with Zenfone 3, the company wants to break away from the budget segment and is looking to increase its market share in the premium segment where it competes with the likes of the impressive OnePlus 3 and Honor 8 for example. Available in two variants, one with a 5.2-inch display, 3GB RAM, and the other with the 5.5-inch display, 4GB RAM, the Zenfone 3 packs mid-range innards into an all-new glass chassis and holds no qualms about its higher pricing. Is it worth the price, and does Asus deliver on its marketing pitch of a premium mid-range smartphone? We find out in this, our review of the Asus Zenfone 3. The Asus Zenfone 3 is a refreshing change from the common, and increasingly boring, all-metal design of smartphones in the market. The Zenfone 3 sports 2.5D curved Corning Gorilla Glass on the front and rear held by a metal frame. It tests stylish, sturdy, and can easily take random knocks on the glass, and quite attractive. The polished metal chamfers on the front and rear and the absence of antenna lines at the back are nice touches, and a testimony of the company's focus on elegance here. The compact size and the 7.69mm slim profile combined with the rounded edges makes it a delight to grip in the hand. How I miss smaller smartphones. At 145 grams, it is not the lightest smartphone out there, but is comfortable to hold. The all-glass design though means that it is a tad slippery, and I avoid holding it carelessly. Also, as one would imagine, it is a fingerprint magnet, the smudges being more prominent in the black variant I reviewed than in other colors I'd assume. The 5.2-inch Full HD IPS display on the Zenfone 3 is incredibly sharp and offers crisp visuals and good clarity. It's vibrant, offers rich colors, and it is a treat to watch high-res videos or play games on it. The touch response too is smooth and fluid. The Zenfone 3 features high brightness level of 600 nits and therefore sunlight legibility is pretty good. The viewing angles are great too, and the display supports touch recognition through gloves. You can control the display settings with the built-in Splendid app that allows you to choose between balance, blue light filter, vivid, and customized color modes. The blue light filter mode cuts out the blue light so that the display is easier on the eyes. The Asus Zenfone 3 is powered by Snapdragon 625, mid-level processor, and packs in 3GB of RAM in this variant. On the specifications sheet, that makes for a modest entry. Several smartphones in this segment offer flagship processors from Qualcomm bundled with up to 6GB of RAM. Also, some of the budget smartphones pack in similar internals for half the price. Yet, how a smartphone performs is not always reflective of the internal specs. The Zenfone 3 performs like a breeze with no apparent lags in multitasking or navigating across the UI. Even while playing graphic-intensive games, there was hardly a performance issue or overheating and no dropped frames. Overall, the Zenfone 3 is zippy and smooth when used as a daily driver, and can give other devices with similar specs a run for their money. The fingerprint sensor on the Zenfone 3 has a quick response and is quite good. In most cases, it recognizes fingerprints even with wet fingers on the first try. You can also tape and hold the fingerprint sensor to answer a call or double tap it to launch the camera. Asus Zenfone 3 packs a 64-bit octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 processor clocked at 2 GHz with an integrated Adreno 506 GPU. Since it performs quite well, one would be less inclined to go for the higher spec variant unless there is a preference for a larger display. There's 32 GB of internal storage, with about 23.5 GB was available out of the box, and there's also support for microSD cards of up to 2 TB for expansion. Asus is also offering 100 GB of free cloud storage space for 2 years, in collaboration with Google. The Zenfone 3 sports a hybrid SIM slot that can take an nano SIM along with the micro SIM or a micro SD card. While both SIMs support 3G and 4G, only one can connect to 3G and 4G networks at a time. If you prefer a lot of storage and use two SIMs every day or while traveling, you might want to go for the 64GB variant. For most people, though, 32GB is good enough, and of course, if you use only one SIM, you can always expand storage via micro SD card. Asus pitches the camera on the Zenfone 3 as one of the highlights of the smartphone. While the optics are solid on paper, the real magic, or the lack of it, obviously lies in the software processing the data from the camera sensor. That's the company's Pixel Master 3.0 at play. The 16-megapixel rear camera has an f/2.0 aperture and packs in 6p Largan lens, and focuses on the subject really quick. According to Asus, the Tritech autofocus technology on the Zenfone 3 combines laser, phase detection, and continuous autofocus, allowing the device to focus in just 0.03 seconds in all conditions. There's also optical image stabilization as well as electronic image stabilization, which are quite handy while shooting videos and still shots in difficult light conditions. The Asus Zenfone 3 runs Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow out of the box with the new version of the company's proprietary ZenUI 3.0 on top of it. Right up, that's a good thing. The older versions of ZenUI were plagued with bloatware and gimmicky UI elements that marred the overall user experience. The latest version is a complete makeover, and offers a clean UI with subtle animations. There are several nifty utilities, but there's still a plethora of Asus-branded apps that I've hardly seen anyone using really. Unfortunately, only a few of these can be uninstalled, and while you can disable most others, they still occupy storage space on your phone. ZenUI 3.0 features an app drawer, and there's a built-in search functionality. You can swipe down the screen and search the web or your apps and contacts, and view your frequently used apps. There's an all-new theme store from which users can download free as well as paid themes, wallpapers, icons, and ringtones to customize their smartphone.